We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello everyone, myself Chirag Chaudhary. I am working as an assistant professor in SN Patel Institute of Technology and Research Center, Umrah, in Mechanical Engineering Department. Subject is internal combustion engine, and the topic is covered in this lecture is introduction of IC engines. So first we will start with the definition of internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engine is a heat engine, and the function of heat engine is to convert the heat energy into mechanical work. The heat engines are classified as number 1 external combustion engines and number 2 internal combustion engines. The external combustion engine and internal combustion engine are both reciprocating type engine. When the combustion of fuel takes place outside the engine is called external combustion engine, and the combustion of the fuel is take place inside the engine is called internal combustion engines. So now we will see the basic components of the internal combustion engines. So here you can see the diagram of the internal combustion engines. The main components of engines are like cylinder, piston, connecting rod, crank, crankshaft, then valves, spark plug, fuel injector, carburetor, fuel pump, gudgeon pin, crankcase, sump, and cylinder block. The first component of the IC engine is the cylinder. Cylinder is the heart of the engine in which fuel is burnt and power is developed. Cylinder has to withstand very high pressure and temperature because combustion of fuel takes place inside the engine. So cylinder must be well cooled. Next component, that is the cylinder head. Cylinder head covers top end of the cylinder. It provides space for valve mechanism, spark plug, fuel injector, right? And next, piston. The piston is a closed fitting hollow cylindrical plunger reciprocating inside the cylinder. The power developed by the combustion of fuel that is transmitted by the piston to the crankshaft through the connecting rod. Next is piston rings. The piston rings are the metallic rings which is inserted into the circumferential grooves provided at the top end of the piston. So piston rings are provided at the top end, or we can say top side of the piston. And the function of piston rings is to provide a gas tight joints between the piston and cylinder when piston is moving inside the cylinder. Next, there is the gudgeon pin or piston pin. Gudgeon pin is used to join small end of the connecting rod and piston. Gudgeon pin is also known as piston pin. Next, that is the connecting rod. Connecting rod is used to convert the reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion of the crankshaft. And small end of the connecting rod is connected to the piston, and big end of the connecting rod is connected to the crank. Next, crank pin. The function of crank pin is to connect the connecting rod and crank. Next, crank and crankshaft. The crank is a lever that is connected to the big end of the connecting rod by crank pin, and other end of the crank is connected to the shaft, that is called crankshaft. Crank rotates about the axis of the crankshaft and cause the connecting rod to oscillate. Next, valves. There are two types of valves are used at top side of the cylinder: inlet valve and exhaust valves. The function of inlet valve is to supply the fresh charge, or we can say mixture of air and fuel, while in case of petrol engine and in diesel engine only air is transferred or supplied through the inlet valve. And the function of exhaust valve is to remove the exhaust gases from the exhaust valves from the cylinder. Next, flywheel. It is a heavy wheel mounted on the crankshaft of the engine. It is used to minimize cyclic variation in speed by storing the energy during the power stroke, and same is released during other stroke. So it controls the variation in speed, or we can say fluctuation in speed. Next, crankcase. It is the lower part of the engine, serving as an enclosure of the crankshaft and also used as a sump for lubricating oil. Next, spark plug. Generally, spark plug is used in petrol engine or SI engine, spark ignition engine. The function of spark plug is to produce high intensity spark for ignition of air fuel mixture in the cylinder. Next, carburetor. Again, carburetor is used in petrol engine or SI engine. Carburetor is used for preparing the mixture of air and petrol outside the engine. Next, fuel pump. Fuel pump is used in diesel engine for increasing pressure and controlling the quantity of fuel supplied to the injector. Next, fuel injector. Fuel injector is used to inject the diesel fuel in the form of fine atomized spray under pressure at the end of the compression stroke. So these are the basic components of the IC engines. Next is terminology of IC engine. So basic terms which are going to use in internal combustion engines are, first one is bore. The bore is inner diameter of the engine cylinder. That is called bore, right? Inner diameter of the cylinder is called bore. Next, it is the top dead center. Okay, generally dead center means the extreme position of the piston nearer to the cylinder head or nearer to the crank, or we can say crankshaft, is called dead center. So first is top dead center. Top dead center means topmost position of the piston is called top dead center. Next, bottom dead center. When the piston is at bottom most position, or we can say nearer to the crank, then it is called bottom dead center. Both terms TDC and BDC are used when engine is vertically arranged. If engine is horizontally arranged, then TDC is known as IDC, inner dead center, and BDC is known as ODC, outer dead center. Next, stroke. It is the linear distance traveled by the piston when it moves from one end of the cylinder to the other end. Generally, it is equal to twice the radius of the crank. So, stroke means when piston move from TDC to BDC or BDC to TDC, that distance travel is called stroke. Next, clearance volume. The volume contained between piston top and cylinder head when piston is at top dead center, or we can say inner dead center. That is called clearance volume. Next, swept volume. It is the volume displaced by the piston in one stroke is known as swept volume. Swept volume is also known as stroke volume. If we have to find this swept volume, then we can use the equation Vs equal to area into length. Area, that is the cylinder area. So pi by 4 d square into L. That is how we can find the swept volume, where d is the bore and L is the stroke. Next, compression ratio. The ratio of the total cylinder volume to clearance volume is called compression ratio, right? The total cylinder volume divided by clearance volume, that is called compression ratio, and total cylinder volume, that is the summation of swept volume and clearance volume. Generally, in petrol engine, compression ratio R is varies from 6 to 10, and in diesel engine is varies from 16 to 20. Next is the classification of IC engines. So IC engines are classified as follows. First is based on the number of stroke per cycle. So first 4-stroke engine and second 2-stroke engine. Then second classification is based on nature of thermodynamic cycle, right? Means working cycle. Otto cycle engine, diesel cycle engine, and dual or mixed cycle engine. Third, according to ignition system. First is spark ignition engine or SI engine. Then second, compression ignition engine, CI engine. SI engines means petrol engine, CI engines means diesel engines. And fourth, according to type of fuel use. Petrol or gasoline engine, diesel engine, and gas engine. Fifth, according to type of cooling system used. Air-cooled engine, water-cooled engine. Then based on the arrangement of the cylinder. Vertical engine, horizontal engine, radial engine, V engine, opposed cylinder engine, and opposed piston engine. Next, application of IC engines. So where are the application of IC engine is stationary engine, automotive engine, marine engine, aircraft engine. So here you can see the application of the IC engines and large locomotive engines. Next is working of 4-stroke cycle petrol engine. The petrol engines works on the principle of theoretical Otto cycle. It is also known as constant volume cycle. In this, the piston performs 4 strokes to complete one working cycle. That's why it is called 4-stroke cycle. The 4 different strokes are like suction stroke, first one intake, right? Then second compression stroke, third power stroke, and fourth exhaust stroke. During the suction stroke means intake, the inlet valve opens and exhaust valve is closed. The pressure in the cylinder will be atmosphere initially. As the piston moves from TDC to BDC, the volume in the cylinder increases while simultaneously pressure decreases. That will create pressure difference between atmosphere and inside of the cylinder. Due to this pressure difference, the petrol and air mixture will enter into the cylinder through the carburetor. At the end of this stroke, the cylinder will be filled completely with the petrol and air mixture called as charge, and then inlet valve is closed. Now next, second compression stroke. During this stroke, both the inlet valve and exhaust valve are closed. Here you can see in this figure, both valves are closed. The piston moves from BDC to TDC. As this stroke is being performed, the petrol and air mixture contained in the cylinder will be compressed, so pressure and temperature of the mixture increases. Near the end of this stroke, the petrol and air mixture is ignited by the spark plug. So the combustion of fuel and air release the hot gases, which will increase the pressure at constant volume. Now next, third, that is the power or expansion stroke. During this stroke, both valves are closed and piston moves from TDC to BDC. The higher pressure and temperature burned gases force the piston to perform this stroke, called as power stroke, or we can say expansion stroke. The engine produces mechanical work during this stroke. As the piston moves from TDC to BDC, pressure of the hot gases gradually decreases and volume increases. Next, that is the exhaust stroke. During this stroke, exhaust valve opens and inlet valve is closed. The piston moves from BDC to TDC, and during this motion, piston pushes the exhaust gas, or we can say combustible product, out of the cylinder at constant pressure. This process is having the constant pressure. And again the inlet valve opens and new cycle starts. The engine is known as 4-stroke cycle engine because one power stroke is achieved in every 4 stroke of the piston or 2 revolution of the crankshaft. So that is how the 4-stroke petrol engines works. Now if we see about the diesel engine, working of the 4-stroke diesel engine, the only change is during the suction stroke, air is admitted into the combustion chamber or inside the engine, right? And instead of the spark plug, there is a fuel injector. So in diesel engine, during the suction stroke, air is entered and compression of the air is take place during the second stroke, compression stroke, right? Before the end of the compression stroke, the fuel is injected from the fuel injector, right? So diesel is entered into the combustion chamber or engine in a fine atomized form. So diesel is burned with the compressed air, right? So compressed air having the high temperature more than the self-ignition temperature of the diesel fuel. And then combustible product apply the pressure on the top of the piston. So piston move from TDC to BDC. That's why it performs the power stroke. and 4-stroke is exhaust stroke.